Hey, Ellie.
Hey, Tuggz, how are you?
Life is miserable.
Wait, why?
I realized that the only thing left is to say yo and shut.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Like, yo, what's up, cop?
Why do you say that? What happened?
Just like one thing after another. Flash my car, arrested. Show a little bit of, anger, eye crying. Oh, the police lying? Oh, not a problem. Lying on like your weight reports? Oh, no, that's not, it's okay, dude. We are allowed to lie. Earlier today, like, I keep giving the benefit of the doubt. Like, even if like I'm like on that feeling like I'm on that demon mode. My demon mode's still pretty tame, because I still like to like talk and not audium. But like now I kind of want to. That's only a joke, by the way. The last part. But
yeah, no,
yeah.
that's why you're gonna say yo, because that's still talking, right?
Yeah, exactly. I've been doing like undercover shit for like last 2 days, like tracking the police, getting info, all kinds of stuff. I've gotten quite a bit, but staying off the radar, not going fast, anything. I'm all blacked out, right? I don't even think I was caught in the outfit I was in. Completely blacked out, and I was already stun locked over the whole like crashing arrest situation, with Maeve and whatnot. But like today, I go to courthouse, I bump into a cop in plain clothes, and he had like a vest on, and he immediately goes, "Oh, Tuggz, what's up, Tuggz?" And I'm just like, I didn't say anything because I'm like, what? And after he kept pressing, I'll go, how you know who it is? It's like, by your height. I'm just like, I'm just like, yeah, I got, like, I let it out, like, and then I sat with Archie talking about what I could possibly do next, because in that moment I realized no matter how interesting I might do something, as careful as I might be, all it takes is one of these dumbasses just saying, "Oh, that's little Tuggz, and he's probably like phone call tapping and doing this and that." Oh, how do you know? Oh, I don't know, just this height and I see this thing, like, you know what I mean? It's just
yeah.
So I've decided that hey, y'all good?
Hello. Yeah?
Y'all police?
Are you looking for sunflowers?
Sure you're not cops?
No.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, you are a cop?
We're not.
No, I said, yeah, we're not cops.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, we're not cops.
See ya.
Oh shit, I ran into something.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like sitting on a middle of nowhere in a car. Never mind.
Remember, they're just talking.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I kind of lost like all my motivation, to be honest, other than just like clacking cops. But I slowly got it back, and I'm like, I'm just gonna be even more sinister, and you know, whatever comes of it, comes of it. But let's just say I've been recording every vehicle, every cop, every call sign, every phone number, every one of their properties. I'm going to eventually start documenting each and every one of the people that they're friends with.
Okay.
Ellie, You ready for the craziest theory ever? That is probably a little cracked out, but I think there's a lot of truth behind it.
All right, I'm listening.
I was driving around and drove through the G6 area, and I was like, man, there's not a lot of G6 drivers anymore. And I was on the phone, and someone goes, well, yeah, a lot of them got hired in the police department. And I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that the other day when we were talking.
And so, like, at first, I didn't think anything of it beside, like, oh, yeah, nice idea. Like, let's get, like, the worst, like, you know, set of individuals and give them a gun and a badge. Makes sense?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure they've learned lots of social skills sitting in a truck, just moving bags. And then, as time went on, I started to realize, wait a minute. Me and Archie got to talking. Like, we're cool now. He actually sat at the stalls for a while, trying to get a stall. 12 hours he sat there just to get it for me. I couldn't be mad at him after that.
Yeah.
But we got to talking about the election, and then it hit. When I was doing my campaign, did you know that apparently the police documented all my clothes during the campaign opening?
I didn't
and
know.
put it
I know
all
that
in my
you said
profile.
that they. Yeah, I know you said there was a document. I didn't know that that's when they were doing it.
That's when it started. I know
That's
because
crazy.
I got a picture of it and everything, and it's in their police document, and it's got a date and everything, showing me on the podium during the debate. I'm a civilian running for mayor. Why is the PD
What?
starting to track my shit? Like, what? So then I start to like cook a little more, because first off, that sounds corrupt and fucked, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, who's doing this, right? They already started to say like, yo, fuck, this guy is running for mayor. He's not like, you know, it's almost like they're doing it for Max. So then I
Yeah.
started cooking even more, and I realized, wait a minute, during the campaign, I'm telling you, every person I ran into was like, I'm voting for you. Or like, man, I wish I could vote for you, but I voted already. I didn't know you were running. Because I started late, you know?
Yeah.
The only people that had a resistance were G6. And I remember this encounter where I ran into these three people in front of Legion Square. And the conversation went, yeah, I'm limiting, you know, job hours to 20 hours a week. And that way, like, you know, people aren't doing a rat race to like out grind in order to buy things, because everything skyrockets, you know, the prices of the cars, the real estate, etc., etc. And the responses were like insane. It was, well, what if people come into the city for 20 hours and then go to sleep? I'm like, good, fuck them. Like, yeah, good. Good. Hopefully they don't wake up again.
Yeah, like there is more to do than that.
And then it was, well, if I can't do G6, what do I do? Like, what?
Yeah. I remember you telling me about that.
Well, what followed was those same people put a rally together for Max, and their campaign slogan was, they were saying, yo, Tuggz hates grinders, like if that's something to be proud of. And I remember just being like, you know what, just fuck G6. And I realized this because one of the G6 people came and wanted to hear from me. She thought the entire thing was weird, that they even got that offended. They did a rally.
Yeah.
Well, then it turns out that now G6 turns out then and continues to be the only job that is maxed out on pay and you can do 24/7. And then I'm like, but Max is hiring. Like, these guys are hiring all these people in the police department. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Is that why anytime you go and see the G6 people doing a vault run, despite them being security, there's cops chilling there, watching their back? There's police telling people they can't go inside a bank when a security company is depositing money,
Yeah,
and they're willing to
that
arrest.
has always annoyed me. The shit that.
Tita, thank you
that
for
they
3
do with
months.
that has always bugged me.
The same people that get discount on their license and can use the license are all showing up at PD. And that's when I was telling this story and I realized the people in that circle The ones that were saying those things.
Mhm.
Do you know who one of them was?
Who?
Maeve. I
No way. Uh-huh. Yep.
yeah. And I'm starting to wonder if one of the others was Riker.
You know what? Probably.
Yeah.
Their call signs are literally one different from each other. They do like everything together when they're awake. They have a house together. They're probably like the best of friends.
It all makes sense. Now, what if you ever wonder why it feels like we're always being targeted objectively? Even
That
though,
is crazy. Imagine holding that much of a grudge from when you're a fucking civilian G6
Exactly.
worker that you're gonna get in a position of power and be like, you know what? Let me just fuck over the people that had a different opinion to me. Ain't no fucking way.
But it all adds up, no? Like this sounds
No, it
like a
does,
big
but
crap.
imagine being that fucking, like, oh my, I'm so mad, Tuggz.
Yeah, it all like in that moment, it was like I said, I was telling this story and like I visualized, like I have a very like visual memory, you know, like when I'm talking about like, you know, talking about what they were saying, I'm remembering the scene, like who's there and all. And when it hit me, I'm like, holy fuck, wait a minute. Like, and so, like, just think about how many times we've robbed these people and the things that are happening. And not just one of us, it's like always the same names. And the thing is, even let's say we were to go bring this up, like go to the police department. Dude, what is this? This is happening. That's happening. I mean, I report to McNulty what Riker and Maeve did. Who knows if he's going to do anything? He might just be like, oh, these guys just talking shit, right? Because a lot of the PD are like just, no matter how good they are, they're a lot of, I feel like are brainwashed to say, well, if a criminal says anything, it's lying, you know? I feel like they don't have the, cannot, a lot of them, I think, just don't believe anything we say. They do not have the social cue or the social, you know, they can't tell the difference between, you know, situation. I don't know. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do.
But so
That's crazy.
if we were to tell anybody, there's no way anyone would know. Because when someone goes and says, I believe this, this, and this, whether it's, I think that's little Tuggz completely blacked out for whatever reason, or I know that's this, or I know that's a money run, or I know that they're at this warehouse. You ever wonder why the fuck the one warehouse is being hit? You ever wonder that? Like why they circled that one warehouse? You know how many? We have so many.
Yeah.
Like, imagine what it would have taken for them to have come to that conclusion. I'm not suggesting that anything weird happened, to be clear, but rather the amount of effort it would have taken to stalk it down to that level.
Do you remember?
And come to the right conclusion.
Do you remember when all that shit got out about Dundee's washing business and, you know, the besties' involvement in it, and there was like this whole book that was documented about it? Ain't nothing came from that, and they were pretty much handed on a silver platter all of the information. Nothing came from it. The second that something pops up and it's CG, like the fact that they went that hard on me, they disrespected me, they rated me, they didn't even like take my reports, like the second report I did for my gun. They're being like, oh, this is CG Associates, but really there's only one person that they even had my gun that they documented.
Yeah,
but they're
just
reaching
Rami.
that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. I don't even have fucking John or RJ's number. I don't even think I've ever even spoken to them on the phone. Like, That's crazy. Why are you having this shit handed to you on a silver platter and you're going, you know what? I don't feel like that. Let me just dig up all this dirt from the ground and try and come up with a bunch of conclusions on my own, whether they're real or fucking fake, just so they can get their hand in and fuck us over. Like, for why? And what's crazy? Like, me, of all people, like, I had, before this, I don't do, like, violent stuff. Like, I'm pretty nice to everyone. I'll have a conversation with a cop.
Yeah, let's turn her into a massive killer.
Yeah, they pretty much what they've done. The way that they treated me, like, I don't give a fuck about any of them anymore. They can all go take a bullet to their head. Like, I'm so pissed off.
You know, Archie got the same treatment. Archie, who I literally publicly have shit on, who I have literally stabbed in the neck. He left the city for a while.
Yeah.
He came back. You know what? He's like, dude, I'm back from my vacation. You know what the first thing I did? I put a knife in his neck. And I said, fuck you, Archie. This guy was tied to us over this whole thing. They said he was selling us guns. You know what else they did? He's now considered a cop killer because they put all the murders on him. He's a violent felon now. Archie Archer is now labeled a violent felon, which is insane. The same happened to Cameron Blaze. I don't think they picked him up yet, but Cameron, once again, I had a massive hatred towards him. That was so public.
Yeah, no, I remember.
Yeah. All they said is, the gun. You know what? Oh my God. They probably just saw the phone. They probably have my subpoena. I probably don't even know. How would I know? They probably look at it and they're like, oh, this is probably a friendly phone call, when in reality, I've been telling them I'm going to murder them on sight type shit.
I mean, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me given that they didn't send me my documentation. I can only imagine what other stuff they've done that they're trying to hope that people don't find out about.
These two poor guys, and who knows who else, were given, they just put it all on the warrant and sent it. They didn't even give these clean civilians with zero record the ability to bring them in and give them a chance to explain. Like, that's the shit that makes my blood boil. That they're just
I mean,
check
they did
box,
the same
check
to me.
box, boom. You know?
They did the same to me because they've clearly done their research to get, these guns that I had that were found on other people. They didn't do that on the spot when I was in the cells because they raided me while I was in the cells. That's something that you don't just quickly whip up while the person you arrested is in there. Yep. So they've clearly been doing their research on me too, and not once was I worth a conversation. Yeah, like you can't like do something where you bring them in and like, yo, we found this and we did that. Like, if you're gonna already press the warrant with all these charges, why not bring them in and just be like, yo, we got all this? Because it's not like you're not gonna get all the warrant info anyways, right? Yeah. But you know what the reality is? No matter what they say to you, right? They can give you all this bullshit. The reality is, deep down, they don't have to say it out loud. They know that if they bring you in interrogation, you can go to bench trial. They know that if you do it the right way, that you might give an argument that makes their job hard. Instead, they put out the warrant and they say, well, let some random bozo catch them, and then they can't fight it and do anything. They get the charges, and maybe in 2 months, they can get those charges removed. It's crazy. It's actually Tuggz, we don't win in any way here.
No, it's not. Well, we can. And that's why I am now doing what I'm doing. I have been tracking. I need you to promise me you're not going to tell anyone, even in the crew, what I'm about to tell you. And I'll explain why. Because I know the boys get excited and they may forget the sensitivity of this. And it gets out and then I can't do it anymore because I'm already dealing
Out
with
there.
getting pet ID. You know what I mean? Last thing I
Yeah.
need is someone even
Yeah.
getting a hint that I'm doing something else, because then I can't do it anymore.
Okay.
I've been tracking phone calls for the past 2 days. I managed to track a phone call between Maeve and someone she's really into. I've documented when that phone call took place so that if we get her phone, we can know who it is and we target his ass.
Okay.
The amount of cycle I have been making fake 911 calls at various times and locations saying cops are getting kidnapped from their house, that cops are getting taken from Mission Row, from the sheriff's department, and taken off duty and kidnapped. I am sending so much that I want them to believe that they're always fake, so that when I stand outside of Maeve's house with a gun and take her, and I have someone fake 911, they don't think it's real. They think it's another fake call. I am driving up to people and saying, yo, so they think I have them so scared when I drive up to them. They keep thinking I'm about to do something. I know my name has come up in their meetings, thinking that I'm doing something dangerous, but I'm just scaring them. I'm making them on edge, making them wonder, when am I going to get shot? Am I going to get shot? And when the right time happens and I say, yo, someone else is going to shoot them, and they might try to arrest me, but they will have nothing because I will have nothing on me. I am going to get so much in their head that their paranoia going to make them think that every traffic stop they go to is dangerous. A document I am creating is going to be documenting each and every motherfucker that in the police department. Figuring out, I'm getting a list of all the G6 robbers and cross-referencing it with the PD. I have a list already with 20 PD on it. I'm expanding it, so that when someone finds a cop, you can pull it up and you can see, is this cop a shoot on site because of X, Y, and Z situation? Or is he someone worth talking to? By the time I am done, these cops are going to bend a knee, because it's not going to be only me that's going to target them. I am
'cause I
over it,
imagine-
Ellie.
Yeah, so am I. The same. I can imagine these types of cops. You know that they're fucking over multiple people in the
Radness,
same way.
take
Like
the 6
even
months.
you telling me what they did to the doctor, like a
Very way,
fucking
way,
doctor
very
of
way,
all
way.
people, is crazy. Like they just want to get as many arrests as they can possibly get under their name, and it's not a fun city to live in when people are like that.
But Ellie, I look at it like one of two ways. You either afford the cards or you think a bigger picture. And I think that bigger picture is figuring out what the repercussion is and making sure the target is proper. Because I think too many times we be, taking that anger and putting it on the entire police department. But
Oh yeah,
instead,
and that's
it should be
it's
directed
not
at those
everyone.
that are causing the issue.
Oh no, I
Rolling, thank you for
100%
6
agree.
months,
I
dude.
had those thoughts to myself that it's not everyone, and there are some decent cops, but they're the bad ones that ruin it for everyone else.
I ran into Bibian earlier today, and I realized after that, because I've been going and interviewing each cop and giving them scenario and seeing what they say. And you know what I realized? A lot of the cops before the tsunami, I don't want them to get hurt.
Yeah.
Some of the others, though, I wish only the worst. And I'm gonna be that demon. That's psycho.
What do you need from me to help?
I'm gonna send you a document,
Okay.
and I'm gonna show you what I got. I want to involve
Okay.
you. Right now, it's me,
Yeah.
Patar, and oh my God, what's his name? Someone else whose name I'm escaping because he shows up every so often. And I think we slowly build this up.
Okay.
I don't know what the name of it gonna be, but ultimately it will be something that slowly people get access to. Oh, Marcel.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm 100% down. Marcel's good people.
So what is your plan? I imagine you've been
What?
seeking revenge as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been laying low this weekend, trying to make sure that everyone's gonna be good now that they're out, making sure we're gonna have stuff for money. But I'm done. I'm not hiding anymore. Like, I'm mad. I'm so mad. I don't need to lay low. I don't need to be safe. I don't have a weapons license anymore. They want to make me a monster, then hello, here I am.
Yeah. Okay. The best kind of dish is the one that we cooking.
Yeah, well, whatever you need, I am here. 100%.
Okay. You let me know if you need anything.
Yeah, right back at you.
Eddie out.
Bye.
I think involving Ellie in this is going to be 10 out of 10. I'm here and it's low-key scary. Oh, Tuggz is completely cracked at this stage.